This is the Iron Trader. Now the pitch is closed here at 2:30. That's about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, market, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have your crude oil, your daily, your weekly, and your monthly chart here. Well, look at here. What we have. Let's take a look at the daily first, okay? What do we have here? Bear, bull, big ass bear, okay? Now, anybody who doesn't read the charts doesn't understand this, okay? But you see how this 8 SMA here, you see the 21 SMA here? They're a lot tougher than they look, okay? So the price goes right on up, right into it, can't do nothing. Same way with today. Now, what we have here is we have to look at what do we have here? This is like a bear flag situation here, but it just could be a sideways action here. It's very indecisive here on what exactly is going on here. So let's look at the downside. So what you want to do, obviously, is look at today's low. You're looking at 81.82. Where did that go? Right here. Look at this 21, 81.75. See that? How that nicely lines up? Now, if that 81.75 is lost here, then we come over to this price channel, 81.50, okay? Then we come over here to this Hondo, 80.99, and then we come over here to this 50-day, 78.29, and then 78.26. That is your big boy. Now, on the monthly chart here, always watch a 78.64. It lines right up here pretty much with this 50-day here and this 200-day, okay? So that is going to be key, but it's not going to be as strong as this 50-day and this 200 SMA here. But the key is it has to lose this 81.50. So far it hasn't. Now, this hold 21 here is holding up very nice. So that is your support levels there, okay? So now let's look at the resistance levels. Well, what you want to do is start looking at these bottom of these candles here, okay? So what do we have here? You got 82.56 here. You have 82.94. We have 83.10. Then we come over to this candle here. You have 84.67. And then we come right into this 8 SMA here, sitting at 85.48. Very, very strong. You have your 21. 85.74, and then your tough ass 50, 86.29. Again, if you can get above that, well, then we can start going to these candles here. So then you want to look here, 87.75, 88.33, 88.57, 89.54, and your big retest here, 89.85. If it gets above 85, then we looked at this candle right here. You're looking at 91.88, which is this price channel right there. Okay? Very, very simple. The key is you got to close above the 8, the 21, the 50. Now remember what I was saying here with when you have a war situation. This has been going on for decades, okay? When you have a situation like that, it usually runs up just like it did here, okay? I pointed out this bull flag here. It ran up. But I also pointed out here on the weekly this bear flag. And then on that Friday, we had that indecision for the week candle right there, okay? And then it's just been selling down ever since. So you always want to watch these kind of a patterns to see where they take you, okay? So if the bull one worked out for a little while, and then the bear one worked out here overall. So if you look at the high here of basically this 89.85, that was the top of that, the war situation. Now you got 82.64 here. Okay, so you come off quite a bit here. $7-8 here almost here. Okay, so that is your war premium coming on down. Now the question is supply demand. Now again, keep your eye, stay very, very sharp on what's going on in the Middle East, the Straits of Hormuz, Iran, Iraq, OPEC meeting, the whole 9 yards. Okay, stay very, very sharp because that's going to depend on what oil is going to do. Now seasonality here. Oil should never be, this high here. Realistically, you didn't have that big war premium. I think you'd be sitting right here at the 78 number here. However, now what we have to do here today. So this is where we stand here with this big ass red candle. So when the futures open tonight at 6 o'clock or tomorrow morning, however you trade, watch this key 81.75. This is key level right there. If that is lost there, then we look to this here. This price channel here at that 81.50, that's the retest. your 100-day, your 50 SMA here, your 8 SMA on this one here, and then this is your big target right here of 78.26. The upside, you can watch all the candles there, okay? But the key is going to be this 8-day, the 21-day, and that 50-day. You need not just to go above it like this candle did, but you need to close above it for that to go higher. If it goes higher, boom, there's the retest, 89.85. Above that, boom, 91.88. That's the retest, boom, 95.03. That's the next day. So you got 3 stages all the way on up here. On the way down, watch your SMAs till you get down to here. Now again, this could just go sideways action here. So we got to see how it goes, because a lot of times what you do is you have, a Monday, then what they call on like a turnaround Tuesday, okay? So we don't know where this is all going to shake out here. So basically, scalps is what is working today. I scalped the SCO here today. Really, not that much, but I got 70 cents out of it here. That worked out really good here. So the SEO worked out pretty good. Now on the natty gas here, there really wasn't a whole lot there to scalp there on the UNG today. I mean, the low was 692 and the high was 703. Really wasn't a whole lot there. So I'm just kind of staying out of the natty gas trade today. But oil was a good on the short side here once you knew that it could not get through this 8 and this 21 day. Okay, speaking of natty gas, let's take a look. All right, here we have your natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, let's take a look here on the daily first here. All right. Well, okay. Contract roll, big ass topping tail. You knew that was going to happen here. You can see the negative divergence here. That's a big kind of a tell. First thing here where it just could not get up here. Topping tail sold right off. Now you're kind of in no man's land. But let's see, how did it get here? Okay, so what is the low today? 3.332. Okay, so I tell you, always look to the left of the chart. So what do we look at this candle here? What do you have? 3.32. Okay, that's why she stopped. Now again, if this goes lower, then we look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 3.29, and then this is your gap fill right here, 3.297. Okay, I mean 3.279. Okay, so that is going to be your big retest here on this gap fill. Okay, again, big if this it gets filled and it goes lower, watch this key 21. 3.148, watch this 8 SMA here, 3.016. And then we go to the weekly chart here, watch the 8-day, 3.06 here, and then watch the 50-day, 3.045. Okay, now when you look here on the weekly chart here, you can see where your 8-day crossed above here. Okay, and it's very slowly riding all the way on up here. Okay, so even if this comes down and it goes down to this 8 SMA here, I think that's going to be a very good scalping opportunity as long as it holds it. Okay, because even if it comes down, even goes lower, as long as it closes above, that'd be a good sideways. Because this is a very bullish here when that 8's above that 21 day, and you could set it right up nicely to this 3.79. Okay, so what you want to do here on the upside, let's take a look at the upside. So what you want to do is look here at the top of this candle. Okay, 3.405. There's your gap. Take a look at the bottom here, 3.43. There's your fill. Okay, so gap, fill, and then we come over here to this candle here, 3.45. This candle here, 3.47, and then we come over to this chart right here. Okay, the bottom of the candle, 3.52. The top of this candle here, 3.59, and then your 3.64, and then your 3.79. That is your upside. The downside, bottom line, look for this gap fill, look for the 21-day, the 8-day, okay, your another 8-day on your weekly, and your 50 SMA. Now, again, if this is all lost, then come to the bottom of this candle here, 2.97. You have 2.95. We have 2.87, which lines up very nice with 2.87 here on your 50-day. If that's lost, go to your price channel, 2.82. That's your gap right there. Top of this candle, there's your fill, 2.66. Okay, so now you know what the downside is. Now you know what the upside is. We just have to see how this is all going to shake out here. But on your MACD here, you still got a bullish cross. That's still in play here. Now, this RSI, you had the negative divergence, which told you to sell or short when it was up here. But what you have to do is see if it's going to come back, or is it going to hook right back up here again. So we got to see here when the futures open here at 6 p.m. Tonight here or tomorrow. We got to see where this actual is going to go. I'm kind of really would hope it would come right down, either fill this gap or come down and hold one of these support levels here. That would be a great scalping opportunity to go up. Now, next week for Halloween, they're predicting some cold ass weather across the country. I mean, so don't get too bearish here on the crude, okay? We had a little topping tail here, but don't get too bearish. If that rolls in, that's going to suck a lot of juice. Depends on how it's going to last. So always watch the weather, okay? There's a nice weather that I listen to. It's natgas.com, I believe it is. So you can always check and see what the weather is, you know, what they're predicting, high, low, whatever it is. So that's always a good site to watch. All right, that's all I got for you right now. So, well, let's take a look here on a 4-hour chart. Yeah, here's an hourly chart and a 4-hour chart. Got a little ahead of myself there. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to look here at the top of this candle right here, okay? So basically you're looking at 3.27. That's that 3.7. That's that gap right there, okay? So you got today, you got down here, okay, you got the 3.32. So always watch that gap there. And then you have, you know, in between stuff to go, okay? So you got your 100-day right here. Okay, you got your 200-day here. Hourly charts are always good. I mean, if you're scalping it, you want to use a tick chart, a 1 and a 5. If you want to slow the trade down, you can use a 15 and a 30. If you want to have more of a swing trade, then you can use an hourly and a 4-hour chart here, okay? That really works good. But you can see where she topped off here. Okay, came right on down here. But you're holding this price channel here at 3.32. If this happens to come down, always watch these key SMAs here. Okay, like on a 4-hour chart here, you got a lot of good support there. That's that 3.27. There's a gap. And then watch your 3.18 here. So you got a lot of good targets here if this happens to sell right on off here. All right, now that's all I have for you. I will be back tomorrow morning on the for crude and for natural gas. And thanks for watching.